Namaskar. Hi, I'm Gargi and welcome to my channel. Let's talk sense with Gargi. Let me start with a small story today, okay? Say a young girl of 24, 25 years of age, she joins a new office. She's very excited. Here, she meets her boss, a man around 30, tall, dark, handsome. She's really attracted towards him. And soon after, the boss also starts liking her. And then the sparks fly. There is a chemistry between them. So they start dating each other, right? And then from the dating, they get into a deeper relationship. And soon, that relationship turns into physical intimacy. Yes, naturally. So they make love, they're a couple, they're in the seventh heaven. Months go by, right? And then suddenly something happens, some bitterness happens, and the relationship gets sour, right? So what will happen? They'll have a breakup. Both were a party in the relationship, both have parted, there's no problem. But imagine, now, after so many months or maybe a year, the girl goes to the police station and lodges a complaint against that man that yes, she got into a sexual relationship with him because he promised her marriage. But in the contrary, the situation is that relationship broke. They did decide to marry, but the relationship broke. Now, why am I talking all these things? Today, I'll talk about the three criminal justice bills passed in our Lok Sabha, and they are historic. Yes, I'll talk about what are the really good points about them and those points which are not so good and can be dangerous and can be misused. So let's start. Now, what are the three criminal justice bills passed? Let's talk fast. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, and Bharatiya Sakshar Adhiniyam. And they will be replacing the colonial era laws of IPC, that is Indian Penal Code of 1860, Code of Criminal Procedure, that is CRPC of 1898, and the Indian Evidence Act of 1872. It's a great step. Our respected Home Minister Amit Shah ji has said that shredding all the colonial antecedents, these laws will reflect Indian ethos and they'll be marking a transition from the focus on intent to punish to the intent to deliver equitable and time-bound justice. That's great. And there are some things which are really good. Some offenses have been added, some deleted. And of the offenses added, terrorism. Terrorism has been brought under the purview of criminal justice, and it is good. Secondly, mob lynching. Mob lynching has been made an offense, and now mob lynching will invite death penalty. It was long required. You remember how the Palghar sadhus died? They were lynched. Yes, it was a mob which surrounded the Palghar sadhus and they were lynched. So whether it is the sadhus or a clerk, the accused, the culprits should be punished. So great law. Then again, sedition law, the provision of sedition law has been redefined to action against the country instead of action against the government. And it is really good. So it is Deshdraho and not Rajdraho. Obviously, in a democratic country, you have the right to criticize your government, but you cannot demean your country or you cannot act in a way which will endanger the sovereignty, unity and integrity of the country, right? So, these all are really good. But now, in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, there has been an addition of an offense. And what is that? That offense is, if it will be punishable if obtaining sex on the basis of promise of marriage, employment, promotion and fake identity. Now yes, fake identity, yes, I agree with that. If somebody, any man, gives a fake identity, false identity, lures a woman, gets into a relationship, or maybe lures another man. I mean, these days we know that both kind of relationships are accepted in the society. So gives a false identity and gets into a relationship and then it gets caught. So obviously it comes to cheating and it should be punishable and that person should be punished. But then imagine, what about obtaining sex? This clauses promising marriage, employment and promotion. I just started with that story. Imagine that can happen. And let's accept in today's time, couples do get intimate. Yes, premarital sex is a reality. Let's not get into denial. But in today's time, modern days, when a couple is in a relationship, a man and a woman, so both are equally responsible for that physical intimacy. And after being physically intimate, the relationship can get sour for whatever reason. We are not getting into the reason. And this can happen even after a promise of marriage. I mean, both may decide to marry each other, and that's why they start seeing each other and they are romantically involved, then they get physically close. But then something happens. People fall in love and people do fall out of love. And then maybe they realize they're not compatible with each other. Whatever the reason. Relationship can go sour. There can be a bitter quarrel. So out of the bitterness, when the woman comes out and she goes and lodges a complaint, what will happen to that man? Was he only responsible for the relationship? No. I understand, the people who brought this provision, they thought about good of women. But this can be the scenario too. Now coming to employment and promotion. In a fair system, employment and promotion both should happen on the basis of talent and merit of the person and not because someone is sleeping with someone. See, I'm a woman, and being a woman, I can say, if a woman sleeps with a man because he has promised her a promotion, I can surely say that that woman is no saint and she does not really need a law to protect her, right? Same with employment, right? Now, see in the corporate scenario today, when in an office there's so much rivalry, there is office politics. One person gets a promotion, right? Obviously, many will be heartbroken. Now, another person is so revengeful, is so jealous, out of frustration, goes and lodges a complaint that she was into a sexual relationship with the boss because she was promised a promotion and now that did not happen. So the man will be arrested. So imagine these laws can be highly misused, and these laws, though broad, these provisions, I'm sure whoever brought this provision, this will be an added offense, they brought it thinking about the women, but the laws are tilted towards women and we cannot give justice to women at the cost of the men. You cannot punish the men like this. So these laws can be misused and can be used as a weapon against men, and that should not happen. Amit Shahji, you said you should deliver equitable and time-bound justice. And that's why we are looking forward to these laws. We are looking forward to this decolonized society that we are living now. So please consider this. And what I'm saying because I have seen relationships around. I've seen young couples around. That's why I'm saying this with much experience, and I can see the misuse of these laws. So if you also agree with me, please put your comment. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and please share this video with maximum possible people, because the laws are just passed in the Lok Sabha. So that it can reach the Home Minister, it can reach the ear of the authority, and they can also realize this kind of a provision can be misused and there can be modifications or amendment at least made in this section. Please put your comment. Again, I will say like, share and subscribe. Thank you for listening to me. Namaskar.